What's your backstory? Give us your backstory so you can join the crew.
Okay.
That's why I said that.
Thank you to Liquid IV for sponsoring this video. More on them in just a bit.
One Piece, episode 2 by Nom 3. Gotta rhyme it every time. How you doing, Aaron?
I'm good, man. We just watched episode 2 with Laboon the Whale, and I'm happy and sad and emotional, and I'm ready to start episode 3. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Subscribe, click that bell, help us find the One Piece. Gum reaction! Whiskey business.
I like that these have been plays on film titles.
I know those lips anywhere, Zoro. Oh, is he fighting someone?
Seems like he's about to. Seems like one of those, you're probably wondering how I got here moment. Or he's training.
Mihawk.
As you ever were.
Oh.
He's haunted by this loss.
I will surpass him. It's interesting, yeah. He's waiting to fight him again, and then the girl's waiting to fight Zoro again. I imagine they'll team up to fight the bigger bad.
Such elegance.
The distance between us remains cosmic. Keep up like this and you'll never reach me.
Oh, cool POVs of that.
The waters of the Grand Line are indeed too treacherous for a little frog.
Man, he's losing in his own head.
Fish, fish, big fish! Oh! It's huge! Get up here!
Just living in his head rent-free.
Man, this is a monster! It might be a whale!
So over the top.
No beast is a match for Captain Usopp.
Is Usopp that weak, or is Zoro that strong?
I've been captured by a crew so provincial they're impressed by a fish.
We should gag him.
It was warm and sunny a
Oh,
minute
wow.
ago. Now
You
it's
may be
pouring
wet,
rain.
but you look hot.
Special relationship between a chef and his knife.
Using them requires technique, talent,
Oh, very nice.
You cut things that are already dead. I already said the difference between us. Technique, talent, and style.
This weather defies all logic. The
Wow.
rain cleared up and now there's a blizzard.
You may be cold, but you look on fire.
Wow.
Red line is insane.
Just having like a beach day out there.
Who wants to make a snowman?
I'll make it so big!
I love to cook.
What's so funny?
So this is what has become of the great Roronoa Zoro.
Roronoa Zoro.
You talk a hearty game when your opponent can't fight back. Untie me, and let's see how skilled you really are.
Nice try.
What's your name?
Miss Wednesday.
That's a funny name.
It's a code name.
Oh.
No one told you.
I like how he has his insignia on his shirt. Uh-oh.
Do you like being an assassin?
Adore it.
Do you want something to eat?
You got swag.
What are you offering?
Dried squid. Not mine, though. I'll get you some.
No.
Ew.
I'm trying to get to know you.
I'm a Baroque Works frontier agent. That's all you need to know.
No, it's a front.
What's your backstory? Give us your backstory so you can join the crew.
Okay.
1 minute it's freezing and the next it's
Oh,
like
very
the
cool.
first day of spring.
Is that Kaya you're carving?
My snow queen, a masterpiece.
How did she get free? Your fearlessly incompetent leader.
Luffy, you do know what an assassin is, don't you?
I do. I just don't think she wants to hurt us.
Her attacking me was what? Jealousy of my looks? You wish.
You both look good. Just kiss and makeup.
Unlike your insolent crew, I respect your judgment. Can you free me too?
Hashtag me too.
You can just let us go on that island over there.
What? It's her very first island in the Grand Line.
Cacti? They're huge.
Oh, wow.
I would not.
Bye-bye, baby.
Oh no. Well, that's one way to take care of the problem.
Just fall into the water.
What the hell?
Oh, fascinating.
Oh, they actually just cut to the title card like last season. Cactus Island. Very easy to identify. I don't know about it. I don't like cacti. Yeah, it's a Western episode.
Wow, wow, wow.
That's such a fun subversion.
Yeah.
Is it me or
Neighbors.
is everybody happy to see?
Fascinating.
Different
Interesting.
in the Grand Line.
There must be something in the cactus.
Did I hear you say that you're pirates?
Oh, that's the wig of the skeleton guy.
Yeah.
Are these guys actually dead or ghosts or something?
My name is Monkey D. Luffy.
I think there's every intro just has a skull.
I don't think I've ever noticed until now. But yes, that makes sense based off Luffy's emblem.
Wonderful news here in Whiskey Peak. We simply adore pirates.
Told ya!
Something's off. What's going on here?
My name is Igaram, and I'm the mayor of this humble town. I'd like to extend to you all a warmest welcome.
Igaram.
Love pirates?
Well, why, of course. We found
Oh,
that
Usopp fitting
welcoming
great here.
pirates is a lot easier than fighting them.
That's how I say about robbers.
How blessed are we that we have yet another pirate crew to entertain.
They're as much fun as those tulip pirates last night.
I promise you are way more fun.
Are you guys cannibals? You guys eat pirates here? What's going on?
Are the tulip pirates still here?
Oh, they came, they partied, and they continued on, as most pirate crews do.
No.
Do you also like assassins?
Why would you ask that?
Because 2 assassins escaped our ship and might wash up on this island. Guy with a crown, woman with blue hair.
And you saw they headed here.
Then we will welcome them.
How long does it take for a log post to reset on this island?
Well, the magnetic field should record and point you to the closest island by morning.
We have to stay the whole night.
It won't be a night you'll soon forget.
I believe this.
Yes, I do as
Okay, let's have a
well.
little fun.
I invite you to come and enjoy the finest Whiskey Peak has to offer. But there is a catch. I insist that you tell us about your tales of adventure.
That's not going to be a problem.
That's why I said that. Because he is the one who has.
Ooh. Oh, wow. What a cool set. It's like their version of a Star Wars cantina. Oh,
Mixed with a saloon.
Yeah.
A 3-story saloon. And with an open roof. Wow, that's different.
Beast opens its mouth. A mouth so big it could swallow this entire island. And then gulp, we disappeared into its stomach.
That is what happened.
A zombie to save Sanji's life.
That's not exactly how it went.
Exactly how it happened.
I sang a song and the whale understood, so he opened his mouth and gave me back my crew.
I mean, that is technically what happened.
I'm still looking for a musician for our crew.
Yes, a most tempting proposition.
Look at his nose.
Yeah, I noticed that before. Little red-nosed boy.
We've come a long way from the East Blue. Now, we may not know what the rest of the Grand Line has in store for us. We're alive, we're together. So let's celebrate!
Woo! Party! Yeah!
The assassins. The greatest threat.
Saltwater's going to do a number on my suit.
You gotta blame yourself for that.
Mystery
They
will
would
have our
have taken you
heads
there.
for being late. You know he loads to be kept waiting.
Mr. 8 is here?
I better find him at once.
I'm coming with you. I can't have you taking all the credit for our mission.
She did most of the heavy lifting.
Or shifting all the blame.
Don't worry. It wasn't our fault. Tell him you had my back.
You will?
Of course. We're partners, aren't we?
Nah.
I'll make the report. You tie up loose ends, and we'll really be in Mr. 8's good books.
You bet they arrived by now. Yeah, they had the ship. You guys had to swim.
We are? You mean that was just the appetizer?
Damn, how much food does this actor have to eat?
You ready to give up yet?
I'm not even close to drunk.
The nun is taking.
Another round.
No, guys, you're getting like drugged or something. What if the twist is everything is actually just as pleasant as it seems?
Yeah. There's nothing wrong here. Oh.
Oh my God, he's got skills.
Must be some kind of dark savant.
Give me another. It's your boy.
That was a great physical comedy.
To a good cocktail is balance.
So he's a chef and a bartender.
He's absolutely nothing.
All right, Sanji.
Oh, this is a risky business thing.
Oh, this is cool. Is it really? Oh, wow.
Is more balance.
That was awesome. Okay. That was awesome, actor.
Finest view in the Grand Line.
You deserve to get laid, Sanji.
I bet there's a great view from on top of those cactus mountains.
Look, those
No need to worry yourself with those.
Why?
They're dangerous. No reason to go up there.
Ask more questions.
Okay, well, now I'm absolutely going up there.
That money is from the collection, please. What am I going to tell the congregation?
That is your cross to bear, sister.
Damn.
Oh, jeez. They are pirates.
Yes, they are. Go steal that booty, Nami.
Look at us, man.
How far
We're
you
together an amazing crew.
I want Luffy's jersey.
What's wrong? You hungry?
Mihawk.
Yeah, he's haunted. He wants to beat him.
Still have a long way to go to get to his level.
Well, drinking like this ain't gonna get you there.
That's what the journey's all about. You're gonna fight so many tough guys that by the time you meet him again, you'll be ready. I can feel it in my gut.
I do like that the direction takes its time so much more in these scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Same gut that told you to let that assassin chick go free.
We still don't know if I was wrong.
Uh-oh. But your food choices were wrong.
What's it saying now?
That was a dessert grumble. I think I saw a bakery on our way into town. Boom.
So charming, this guy.
So you two lovely ladies are sisters, yeah?
Twins.
I like the split shot on that. That was fun.
We prefer our drinks straight up.
I think I can accommodate that.
We don't drink that swill. They keep the best bottles in the lounge upstairs.
Uh-oh.
Danger, danger.
Bring your friend.
know you guys.
I will.
Ah!
He's right.
When two gorgeous women ask you to taste their finest, you taste it.
What if the twist is they just get laid?
It's just straightforward.
It would be rude not to.
Kai doesn't need to know.
Apple pie is my favorite.
Wow, that's huge.
That is a gorgeous pie.
But rhubarb's best.
Who are you talking to?
I'm partial to the Boysen bear myself. Equal parts tart and sweet.
I'm gonna pay for all of this.
Oh, no, please.
Wow.
Oh, just himself.
You guys are really nice to pirates.
But I'd be lying if I said it wasn't a bit self-serving.
Still, most towns want to kill pirates, so...
What if you were right about the cannibal thing?
You're trying to fatten him up.
Yeah.
How does a pirate of such a young age acquire a bounty of that magnitude?
There was this marine that we took down, then this really evil butler,
He seemed to know him.
and then this fishman holding Nami's entire village hostage.
Sounds like you help people.
I do?
Yeah. You know this by now.
The Grand Line is a dangerous place.
My god is not just for pies.
Whoa.
It tells you who to trust.
Threw it right at the camera.
I can tell you're a good person, or that assassin lady.
Miss Wednesday.
Is he number 8?
Oh, it could be. It could be. Oh, or just saw her coming.
He's got a saxophone ready to go.
I did warn you, careful who you trust.
He is number 8.
Yeah, nice. Good call.
Yeah.
Good call.
Enchanting magic.
Oh. Oh, no.
I like this episode.
It's fun.
That was like a good seductive TikTok dance.
I was beginning to worry.
The mission was a success.
He's not rocking 8 anywhere on his fit. That's different. They normally have it somewhere on them.
Where's she rocking her thing?
She doesn't have a number. She's like working with them. She's not one of the numbers.
Pile of the dead.
Ooh, woof. The Tulip Pirates.
You weren't supposed to see that.
I should have known this town was too good to be true.
Of course.
You don't love pirates, you kill them.
We allow them to be who they really are. Broken, lecherous rogues. We take advantage of that.
Yeah, eating them felt maybe a little too far for the tone of this. Killing them makes sense.
Always give them proper burial.
Oh, wow.
We'll take care of you, too.
An entire town, huh? Jeez.
It's not going to be this easy. Be careful what you piss for.
The least you could do is buy me a drink first.
Can you still fight drunk?
Oh, yeah.
Damn. Hell yeah.
This place is a trap.
Yeah, kind of about that.
Where are the others? We have to get out of here.
If we want to find a bakery, Usopp and the cook are still inside.
You get them, I'll find Luffy. Watch out in there.
I'll be careful.
He was not. He's so
Then I need more than
badass.
two to take me down.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Always the slow claps. Gotta love them.
Quite an entrance. Unfortunately, what you fail to understand is...
You're all Baroque Works, and this whole town is a ruse to get pirates drunk and kill them.
We also steal their loot.
For your costume budget?
For Baroque Works.
Baroque Works.
I have it on good authority.
Authority.
That whoever kills Roronoa Zoro will be
I love the way he
fast-tracked
says
to
his name.
Frontier
Roronoa Zoro.
Such posh flair, he says it with.
There are 100 of us, and only one of you.
Yet no Asian people. Outside of Zoro.
Hold on, let me tie my headband.
Prove yourself. Prove yourself.
Let's freaking go. Nice.
This will be a great workout for my new swords.
Let's get it.
Whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, actual blood. What? Nice. God, the action's directed even better.
Ugh.
Yeah. Man. My man, that was weird. Oh!
Nice.
Glad they gave him actual blood this time. There you go, man. Look at these tracking shots. Shit. No.
Yeah.
Woo. Damn.
Whoa.
That was cool.
Zoro's so badass.
I know. I want to be just like him when I grow up.
He hasn't even busted out the third sword yet. He's just rocking them in one. He hasn't taken out the other two yet. Oh my god.
Cool.
Oh, nice. Oh.
Don't trust her. Kill her. Kill her.
I'm a woman of the cloth.
How many nuns does a fake town need?
Oh no. Jeez.
It's always someone with a little knife.
Uh-oh.
Temporarily blind.
This is practice because she got a little knife.
Yep.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, for a second I thought he was going to pull it down and do like a Daredevil Season 1 thing and just sense them.
I do hope you've saved your strength. 100 agents, and by my count, you've only taken out 40.
He's delusional now.
This is his version of the Kill Bill 1 fight.
You'll never surpass me and Yoru if you don't learn to use your new blades. I'll shatter them like I did before.
You got to get accustomed to him, man. Let's freaking go!
That was awesome.
Hell yeah.
50.
Damn. Ooh, nasty work.
He is murdering so many people.
Damn. I think it's cool that.
63.
Keep stacking them up.
You should have taken this straight to your father.
You and I started this together. We'll finish it together.
But we need to find a way off this island.
What did they say about her father?
You want us to steal their vessel?
What choice do we have?
Rise, Luffy.
Getting home is all that matters.
I thought you were a good guy.
But you're in cahoots with her.
I thought you were good too. But I won't let you steal our ship!
We don't have time for this.
What the f was that?
That's what makes her a lethal assassin.
The art of distraction. Come on, Luffy. You know what to do.
Someone ought to knock that crown off your head. I feel like that summons me.
What the hell are you doing? Kill him!
Hey, look, there's an Asian person.
But so many of us have died already.
God, look at these body piles. Oh my god.
My God, who directed this episode?
Oh, here we go. A tough one.
Oh yeah, that guy in the beginning. Too slow. You think you're gonna take him out with something that big and bulky? He's quick, brother. Zoro, you got 2 other blades, man. You gotta take that other one out.
Oh shit. Did a good job on selling the weight of that. Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Ah, you got one of them spikes?
Help us.
You fools. I thought y'all were better than this.
Kill them, Zoro.
77.
78.
78. We'll meet you on board.
You gonna free us?
You're good with the knife, right?
Nah. He could have done it in like 2 seconds. And had to help. Oh!
Amazing. I'm so happy they did this.
This is an
They
incredible
built a whole
fight.
set for this giant fight scene. This is so cool.
Nice. Outsmart him.
This is the best fight in the whole series.
This is pretty incredible. Yeah.
Damn.
Sheesh. Number one. Yeah. We gotta see what number 9 does. Because he seems pretty useless thus far. Oh, nice. That's why they call this man the Pirate Hunter.
I love how it's a level. He's like climbing his way to the top.
Yeah.
Like Raid or Die Hard.
Exactly. Ooh!
The plank.
92.
Now that you have fought 92
pinkies.
people.
Oh, wow. You're going to run away. Unless you got some secret plan. There's no windows, Luffy. Just like punch him from the side. There you go.
Whoa.
That's one way to do it. Very fragile top.
This entire town is Baroque Works.
There is more going on here than you could possibly know.
We know your powder wig friend led us into a trap.
You're trying to steal the Mary.
We're trying to steal the Mary.
Look, I'm sorry it has to be this way. We're only doing what we must.
What'd you talk about, Willis? Oh. Oh, these two.
Look who we have here, Mr. Fine.
Couple of walking corpses, Miss Valentine.
Valentine.
The girls get names, the guys get numbers.
If Mr. Zero sent you, you can tell him we don't need backup.
Oh, baby girl. Mr. Zero sent us, but we're not your backup.
Did you think we wouldn't find out who you really are?
I've been honest about being a pirate.
Someone's been poking their nose into our organization's secrets.
Luffy, I don't think they're after us.
Oh.
Bonbon fruit.
Ew.
Fancy cannon! Run!
Oh, wow.
That guy has booger bombs?
Booger bombs is crazy.
How did you discover that with his powers?
Kilo powers allow her to change her body weight at will.
Change her body weight at will.
Her density.
She's like evil Mary Poppins.
It's more fun when they run.
I'd keep like a hand sanitizer on you.
Burn the nose hairs.
Sorry, homie, you're not threatening at all.
No, but you have to have some sort of power we're just not privy to yet.
You bested a bunch of peons. Now you must face my elite god.
Yeah, he's got to be like number 100, number 9.
Y'all look like jokes. Yeah, I gathered that.
Or he's number 9. 99, I mean. Sword of the mouth.
Hey, yeah, we're going there. We got to. I like how each season, episode 3 is like the Zoro episode. Because in the last one, that's when we learned his origin. No, that was episode 4, my bad. Nice.
Time to take that crown.
Damn, son. Gotta take him out, brother.
How'd you get on the assassin team? You suck. You're like really bad.
Time to repent.
Oh, the other nun. Whoa! Holy moly!
Miss Monday.
She moves interestingly.
Damn.
Home run! Hide of us!
Oh, shoot.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Sanji, you stop, do something.
She doesn't really move like a fighter.
No.
No.
Mr. Zero thought she showed a lot of promise.
But I guess she never really was one of us. Warrior, Miss Wednesday.
Or should we call you Your Highness?
She's the princess.
Oh,
shoot. Come on, bro. Oh, wow.
Those are officer agents down there, even higher than me. Some crew you all turned out to be can't even make it past your first island in the Grand Line.
you guys are nothing.
Damn.
There you go. There you go.
That was badass. That was like Batman in the warehouse fight.
99.
Who's 100? Oh, that guy. Oh, okay.
If I had a religion, a daily ritual, it would be liquid IV. I'm not exaggerating. I take it every single day, sometimes twice a day. In the past couple of weeks, I've gotten into running. That's my thing now. And nothing depletes me like a long session in the sun. And this bad boy rehydrates me so well. And with all that glycogen depletion, this hydrates me so well. Even if you're not out there crushing miles, hydration matters. Stressful work days, brain fog, travel. When I get off the plane, I take one of these. Sometimes I'm just so busy, it helps me out. You feel it mentally and emotionally, more than just physically. And Liquid IV's hydration multiplier hydrates faster than water alone. Just one stick of this and 16 ounces of water is powered by LIV Hydra Science, which, as everyone knows, is an optimized ratio of electrolyte, essential vitamins, and clinically tested nutrients that turn ordinary water into extraordinary hydration. This has 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drinks, 8 vitamins and minerals, 100% daily value of 4 essential B vitamins, plus vitamin C, backed by a scientific advisory board, and it's non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, free of bad stuff with no artificial colors and sweeteners. I personally take the sugar-free flavors, the no sugar added ones, the mandarin orange, currently my favorite. So Reject Nation, if you want to get on board this train, you can subscribe and save 30% at liquidiv.com/rejects. That's liquidiv.com/rejects. 30% off when you subscribe and save at liquidiv.com/rejects. Tear poor, live more.
Don't be too proud of yourself.
He killed 100 people. Damn.
It's a start. Barely.
I love you, Zoro.
Yeah, he's the best.
Igaram and I went undercover in Baroque Works to try to bring them down. That's why they're after us.
And why are we supposed to believe that story?
Because of what just happened.
If you believe us, if we don't get out of here, we're all dead.
Oh no, he's gonna die.
Nah, it's nothing.
No. Ooh, no.
I won't make it to the ship, but you must.
We've been through too much. This is not how it ends.
Protect her.
You must take my princess to safety. The future of our country depends on it.
I give you my word.
We don't even know what kind of danger they're involved in.
Let me.
Doesn't matter. This is what
Good
they
person. Exactly.
You need to get to the ship and cast off.
We'll help you.
No, her safety is the priority, and the only way to ensure that's for the 3 of you to take her, get to your vessel, and leave this place immediately.
And the other 2 are getting the ship ready, right?
You must remember.
Don't worry. We will protect her.
She can also protect herself in a lot of ways, too.
Yeah, she's pretty competent. Do you have what's your ability? Oh no, you got the jazz. You can serenade them. Bro, he's gonna booger bomb you. No.
What's with the tie, Mr. 8? Not exactly drippy.
Want to look good to meet your maker?
Oh, cannon. Oh shoot, cool. That's pretty dope.
Oh shit, you can see her shadow in the back.
Hello.
Yeah.
No.
Is that all you've got?
Enough fooling around.
Time to dispose of this joker.
He's a pretty cool look. I'm not gonna lie, but it makes me sad. No. Oh, is he just Gambit?
Oh man.
Oh, damn. No. Oh.
Okay.
Damn.
And embarrassing. 100 agents down.
One hell of a mess.
He's that good though.
Well, look here. We got a live one.
Just to get rid of him. He's like awful.
He's useless.
He's really bad. He's not good.
The woman you knew as Miss Wednesday is a spy and a traitor. Turns out she was Alabasta's missing princess all along.
And you get your revenge.
And why should I tell you anything?
Aren't you on the same team?
Yeah. Exactly.
Because the full wrath of Baroque Works is about to rain down on her pretty little head. If you don't help us, the same thing will happen to you.
She's still my partner.
Oh, wow.
I'll
Interesting.
never betray her.
Wow. Didn't see that backbone coming.
Fascinating.
Mr. Zero sent you both to stop my partner, but she got away. Mr. Zero doesn't tolerate failure. He's dispatching the unluckies as we speak.
Capital U.
Unluckies.
So you can kill me if you want, but you're both already dead. Bye-bye, baby.
Ooh, woof.
In the end, it was all right, I guess.
Weird, yeah.
You can say whatever you want, okay? If she was interested.
Yes, in stabbing you.
He wants to convince himself that it wasn't just a ruse.
You got your fight?
I did. Did you figure out what your gut was telling you about her?
Yeah, you were right. He was right.
She needed help.
And that's why he took so long to tell what 9 was, because he's like dubious, but I can't exactly tell. He's loyal to her, but he's still kind of a bad guy. It's a very interesting line with that guy. R.I.P.
I won't let you down.
Okay. That's her tie now. All right.
My name is Nefertari
Okay.
Vivi,
Nefertari Vivi.
Princess of Alabasta.
Okay.
Baroque Works has
Vivi.
been sowing dissent between my father and our citizens, putting my country on the verge of civil war. Igaram and I discovered the one thing that may put an end to Baroque Works' machination and save my kingdom, the true identity of their leader.
Oh, shit.
Mr. Zero.
You know who it is?
Must get this information to my father, the king, immediately.
Oh shoot, Rose Girl with the arms.
More weird weather?
No, this is
Quite the ship you have here.
Wow.
Ooh.
Oh, fascinating.
Shit.
Uh-oh. Tom, I didn't catch your last name, but you did a great job directing this.
Hindman.
Tom Hindman, you did great. That was awesome.
Straw Hats of the Reject Nation, I am interrupting this video to let you know that we have not launched just one piece, but 2 pieces of One Piece inspired apparel. Take a look. The first one up is Gum Gum Combat Moves. Absolutely love this tee. The second one we have launched is Pirates of the Grand Line. Either one that you buy, if you're so willing to, is an amazing way to support the channel. RejectNationShop.com, barcode here on screen, link in description box and pinned comment. Thank you guys for letting me interrupt. Now back to the video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to One Piece, episode 3 of season 2. Once again, the full reaction watch along where you sync it with your own copy, that is available for our Royal Rejects at our Patreon page. Help offset the copyright claim overlords that we encounter every single day here at Real Rejects. Another great way you can support the channel in the midst of all that is go to rejectnationshop.com, get yourself some RR apparel. Wow, what a fun episode that was. I think that was the best fight scene out of all of One Piece. I think they did it in one episode.
Yeah, he did an incredible job. Yeah.
Did such a good job. The choreography was nuts on that. I love how it was all practical. There was
There's some wire work, but I feel like they wove it in very
practical.
well. Yes, it was all practical. I mean, I don't think you're really going to do CGI stuff with swords, but then again, it has been done before. But yeah, I concur.
I mean, I guess there's a question to be had of like, well, if he's not using like what do people want from fights? Do they want to like CGI? Do they want fight scene? Do they want like powers, being used? Do they want like Luffy using powers and stuff to equate to a better fight? Or are they content with something that is like how you call it the Kill Bill Crazy 88 fight scene sort of thing, you know?
I feel like they did a great job of allowing all the fights and the stuff with the swords to be, for the most part, in camera and without a lot of cuts and stuff. They allowed him to... It seemed like it was the actor doing all of it, if not most of it, which is crazy impressive.
It's got to be like a dream come true.
Yeah, especially like...
All that training and have it pay off and it look like such a badass the whole time.
Put those 3 years to work, not only just like sword training, but not only getting buff, but also the sword training. Just looked really, really great. That kid is a star, man. I think all the people in this episode were great. But that scene, especially us cutting through that and how that was serving his arc and his goal towards being the best swordsman in the world, and this guy Mihawk being like his North Star as far as like who he needs to defeat was just great. A great thing to sort of have a not a complete, bookend, but he was like the main overarching thing of this episode with Zoro, and yeah, I thought it was fantastic. I thought everybody was fantastic in this episode.
I think the CGI was in the blood.
Yeah,
there's definitely like blood CGI.
Oh yeah, they couldn't go as brutal as you would think they would go.
But there's like almost no blood in the last, like outside of the one. I think Zoro gets like slashed by Mihawk in the last. I don't remember if there was. I think there was blood there. When
There's blood. He slashed him in the chest.
But I think like through most of the other violence, there's no blood.
It is, but it's not to the degree that you would expect.
There was way more blood this time. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, we did see him chop number 7 in like 2 to 3 bits.
Oh yeah,
there's blood there, but yeah, it's definitely could be upped in the blood department, but they did a pretty good job without him actually cutting off anybody's limbs.
That is true. He doesn't actually slice off anyone's limbs, but he slices a lot. And I love that they built like a giant set for them to like completely destroy it, but that allows, because they have a giant set that they own and they built, they're able to utilize the camera work that much more.
Totally.
That was so cool, like watching him like climb, like the action movies like The Raid and Die Hard, when you're like getting to the top level to fight the guy, and that's all he's doing in that whole fight, but like on a miniature level.
Yeah, no, I thought the whole episode was really strong, but yeah, especially the stuff with Zoro. But yeah, even the guy who plays Sanji got to do some cool stuff. Like obviously it wasn't the same, but
the whiskey
doing
business.
the whiskey, yeah, I was like, oh my god, that was freaking incredible. And then Usopp got to do some darting stuff going on, showing how good of a marksman he is, even though they, were kind of sidelined for the latter half of the episode. I think everybody came out of this episode looking really strong, but, obviously Zoro was the star.
I didn't fully buy that Sanji would get tied up.
I didn't either. I was like, really? As strong as he is with the kicks, you think? Maybe because
he's like smart and clever, but he wasn't like inebriated or something like that.
I think something that from the friends that I know, cultural osmosis, but also something that's prevalent in this show. Sanji is such a ladies' man that women are his kryptonite. So he was like, okay, he probably just like rolled over and let them tie him
That's
up.
true. On the boat, he was still like, I don't care what you say, they were into me. Like,
Yeah.
so that's true. That is true. I take it back then. Fine. The show can never do anything wrong. Never anything wrong. No criticisms ever held at the show. Never do that.
It's perfect.
It's perfect at all costs.
Well, yeah. What did you think of the stuff with Luffy in this episode? Obviously, he was not the primary star, but as far as him being the leader, his sense of judgment, as far as Vivi and not number 8, but I guess I can't remember his actual name, Alabasta.
I mean, I like Luffy was fun as always. That stuff with that number 8 guy, that was if I had to lament one little criticism on it, like a genuine one, it is that while I thought the acting was really good between him and Vivi, so solid, and I believe the relationship and the history. It was the drama of like his sacrifice and death was like so amped up and played up, but I was like, I don't really have a connection to this guy like that much, that I'm not feeling as much as I get it, like the direction of it is mainly being composed to illustrate what Vivi is feeling. Not so, even if we're not feeling it, Vivi's feeling it. I feel like though the way how it was captured, I do wish as an audience member I had more of a connection to him in that moment, or more of a connection to Vivi to feel something there, because I didn't really feel much as like, this is sad, this is a sacrifice, this is really well acted. I don't really feel much.
Because they had the burden of having to have the reveal and the sacrifice happen in the same episode, while all this other stuff was happening.
Because we spent most of the episode going like, who is he? Is he a bad guy? Is he a good guy? Then for a moment we're like, okay, he's a bad guy. And then like a second, then before he dies, like, oh, he's not a bad guy.
Yeah.
Now we're supposed to be like, oh no, Professor Snape or whatever the hell. Like, I don't know. Like, it's supposed to have like kind of like a little bit of that effect in it. And if there wasn't so much emphasis on it in the finale, I probably wouldn't even like bring it up, honestly.
Yeah.
But that was like the one part I'm like, I wish they did have a little bit more oomph there, or but at the same time, like I'm glad that we only spent one time here at Cactus Island. I'm happy we didn't like stretch it out.
Yeah.
But what's because this episode's like really, it's fun too. It's like genuinely fun. A lot of great shots. I appreciate the patience and the direction a lot more. The trope of this like figment of his own imagination haunted ghost with Zoro. It's kind of funny to me. It's like he's a real guy, and he's like monologuing to him and stuff. And so I like a trope like that. It's so silly to me, but it's effective. And the town, I like the building of the town. Like there was a fun little like quirkiness to it. Like they get in like a cupcake vehicle. It's funny. It's quirky. Are you liking 5 and all them? 5 Valentine is her name? Miss Mary Poppins?
Yeah, no, I thought they were really cool antagonists. They didn't really get a ton to do in the episodes we've seen. Granted, we're only in the 3rd episode, but yeah, I think their design is really cool, and I think the way that we're getting to see the intricacies of their organization, of Baroque Works. They were sent after these traitors, and because they failed their mission, now it seems like they're also kind of on the out, so they have to prove themselves as well. But as far as their presence in the episode itself, I think they were. I liked them, but I don't feel like we got to utilize them to their full capacity, because I'm like, okay, how do you really make a girl who can change her density super duper threatening? But Mr. 8 with his booger bombs,
5.
I was like, oh,
it's 5, yeah.
Oh, my bad, 5.
Yeah.
5, yeah, 8 was the cannon guy.
Yeah.
5 was really cool. I like his character design, and I can see how that guy can be really threatening. He's essentially Gambit, more or less.
Do you think Gambit with his snot and blood. Do you think Zero is Captain Smoke? I feel like it's Captain Smoke.
You think so?
It just seems like they're trying to have some like big plot twist reveal, and then the way they did that cut when what's Grandpa's name again? Garb. When Garb was talking to Smoke, and he was talking about the hierarchy, and he was talking about Zero. Then it had an interruption cut, and for some reason the way that was shot made me go that he's Zero, and this whole thing of like we know who his real identity is.
Yeah.
And there does seem like there's way more to him than meets the eye.
That's true.
And
yeah.
I think like a great way to infiltrate, like my mind
Marines.
is be like the head of the Marines and stuff like that. I feel like there'd be indications that he would be, but I'm not sure.
I mean, I see where you're coming from. I genuinely don't know. I understand your line of thought. I don't think I've assigned a definitive or like I think this is this person, but yeah, we do have a couple mysteries going on between like who was Gold Roger's son, and then obviously the Zero thing. I imagine we're gonna find out by the end of the season. That's gonna be like the season arc. But as far as the players we have established already, that would make sense, at least thus far from the first half of the episodes what we've seen. But there's still more to find out.
Or Smoke is Gold Roger's son.
I highly doubt it.
Yeah, I believe everything I'm saying. And he's Zero.
Oh man, what'd you think of the girl who popped up at the end? What do you think her deal is? You think she's a good guy? Do you think she's a bad guy?
Oh no, they're definitely bad. She was like wiping out all those Marines and shit in the first episode.
We don't know why though.
But she was also leading.
Miss
Valentine in 5.
Okay, yeah, but yeah, I'm like, how the hell did she get on the ship? Because we were watching them the entire time. Like, okay, we knew these people were a trio, but I didn't even think about where this girl would be.
I mean, she probably stowed herself away on the ship while 5 and Valentine were on the land, right?
Oh, yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, the girl. I like everything with Vivi and the reveal. I like the actress. I think she's really good. Like she's the thing that's making me connect and care more so than particularly like the writing of her necessarily. Like the writing of her is not bad. It's just nothing that like stands out to me in a way that makes her character like really pop right now.
Yeah, this is one of those examples of, because the actual anime is like shorter episodes, but so many episodes. I'm wondering if his sacrifice hits harder in that form, but because they have to condense it to 8.
Oh my God, it's got it. Yeah, I imagine the anime is like maybe the arc here on this Cactus Island. The anime is like 30 episodes.
Oh, I imagine, right?
like, or that this has to. There's no fucking way. Yeah, but it should work on its own.
Do you feel like you would go back and watch up to the point in which we are in the live action, just so you can see comparison now?
Nah, I feel like I wouldn't do that until after the. Who knows when this live action show is done, because the anime is still going.
Yeah.
But I feel like I would I don't want to. I'm enjoying only seeing it from this lens right now, and I feel like I would compare, or if an episode, like if a note like this didn't work, like the impact of it not working, of his death not hitting me, I feel like I would feel more harsh about it if I have any exposure to the anime.
Interesting.
I'd be like, oh, because the anime would probably do this, and I'd really be. I would feel stronger about it.
That's fascinating because I feel like for myself, when it comes to like watching an adaptation of something, like let's say I watch the book first and then watch the movie first and then I read the book. I feel like because I know the movie is compact, I feel like the books feels more expansive rather than the movie like messed up. But you feel like retrospectively, you'd be like, oh no, the anime would probably execute this in a much different way.
Yeah,
which will take away from your live action experience.
I mean, I haven't heard any think pieces or anyone's thoughts of whether or not this works better than the anime. Like, I don't know what this show has done where people say this has actually done better than the anime.
Okay,
sometimes an adaptation will do that, and considering how well received the show is by anime fans, it's. So like Straw Hat and Goofy being one of them, like it's actually kind of a big deal that how well received this is. But so far, another solid adventure, another solid episode, and I think there's a lot more tension in this season than there was in the prior one, and a little bit of an underlying menace. I am wondering if they're gonna have more to chew on when it comes to Usopp and Sanji, because sometimes some beats are feeling a little bit currently. Again, this is all current. Like they're giving depth to Zoro, they're giving depth to Luffy. I kind of feel like all we're doing with Nami is repeating, she wants to be a navigator, and Sanji is, I like to cook.
she was no nonsense in this episode. She was like, that'll be
awesome.
a million berries. I'm like, Luffy wouldn't do that, but she's the one who's like, we need our money, we need to know where the hell we're going. I'm like, I respect that, her being like the more practical one of the group.
Well, one of the perfect qualities I thought of season 1 was the usage of our whole main crew and giving journeys to all of them.
Yeah.
In a way where all of them felt like so fleshed out, and it was a rewarding arc for them. Like on my rewatch for the Sanji one, like I cried when he like gets on the boat and says bye. Like that was really touching. So I'm hoping that they give more, they don't lose that depth, but we got 5 more episodes to go. They each are like an hour long, which I'm really happy about. They didn't shortchange it, and
they're filling in a lot of story within those hours.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah. So like this was like our Zoro episode. Like 1 and 2 don't really have much Zoro in terms of like a character of depth, and 2 lent a lot to that guy on the lighthouse and Luffy, and so it's like maybe the Nami episode. It's just like I felt like with like even like a Nami, before we really learned everything about her past, there was like a buildup to that, like, oh, there's something more going on here. And right now, there's like, doesn't feel like there's something more going on with anyone yet. Yeah. With Sanji, Usopp, and Nami, it doesn't feel like there's something more. It's just like they're just here for the adventure, and it's fun, which is fine. They're very enjoyable. They're very fun, and I like them here more than them not being here. It's just a wish as a fan of the first season.
Yeah, I feel like with us having so many characters plus so many plot lines, not everybody's going to get to shine in every single episode. I think that's why they gave Sanji and Usopp those 2 cool moments in the beginning, because they knew they're going to backline them. Or
seems like they're pairing them up a lot now.
Yeah, which I'm like, okay, we didn't really get that dynamic in the first season, which is interesting. But
second episode they paired them up. They paired them up here.
Yeah, that's good.
We don't know what to do with you guys. You're paired up.
Hey, maybe in the next half of the season. But yeah, do you think that that Vivi is just hitching a ride? Do you think she's going to eventually join the crew?
No, I think this is going to lead to her like leading and being I think it's one of those arcs where she will take up her throne again and lead her people. I think that's the whole point of it. I don't think she's going to be part of the crew. I think she'll temporarily be part of the crew in this journey. Do you think she's going to be part of the crew?
I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I feel like we may get a expansion on who the core group is, but I genuinely don't know if that's going to happen. But you know, we don't know how she interacts with them. We haven't spent a ton of time with her in the dynamic. So yeah, I'm curious to find out.
I mean, overall, I'm finding this follow-up season, which Netflix doesn't have the greatest history with sophomore seasons. I'm finding sometimes they have great sophomore seasons. I know I see that. Someone's like, well, what about you? Like, I know sometimes they have great sophomore seasons, but sometimes they really don't. And I think this is a pretty solid follow-up. I think in terms of like technicalities, direction, action, there's so many things already that they're doing that I feel like are stronger than they did last time. It's more than just this looks more expensive. It actually, they're using that more money to do better. Yeah. And I like how much better they're doing, because like last episode, part 2 is so CGI heavy, and this one is like so practical, you know, and I love that they still utilize that when they could have cheaped out. And they didn't. And it's like even the direction of the fight scene, because so much of the direction in the last season, I couldn't quite place my finger on it, even in my rewatch, where it did feel like they had kind of like that HD camera, and there's a lot of just like following around it. It kind of had this like they figured out how to shoot it the day of, like kind of vibe, which is fun. It was fun. It felt like a cool like low budget action film, and sometimes, you know. And this one, like, no, they really like thought this out and like composed it. That's why I love that fight so much, because it doesn't have much of that off the cuff vibe. It really feels like they took their time to figure out how to shoot every part of this.
Yeah, no, they've really committed in not only the style, but not the camera work, but the style and the lighting and the costuming.
Too,
like we've like really become, like I think you said it in either this episode or the last episode, a lot more confident in the way that they're orchestrating the show, and it seems like it's paying off, and hopefully, you know, the audience returns, because we have shows that.
This is going to be another huge season. I'd be shocked if this season is not huge. I know it's been a few years, but I'd be so surprised.
Yeah,
especially by the quality of this.
It's great. Yeah, it's genuinely really good.
Yeah,
but yeah, we live in a time where seasons take years between seasons to come out. But yeah, hopefully it doesn't suffer that with audiences coming back. But how long running the anime is, I have to imagine it's going to do great as well.
Oh yeah. This is awesome. This is like fucking like, this is great. This is great stuff. Whatever criticisms we have, at least I'll speak for Aaron too. I had
some in the first episode, but you know, they're minor in comparison to how good the show is.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The pros are just always outweighing the cons.
Yeah.
There's yet to be a moment where like the con is such a magnitude that I'm like, you know, I would have appreciated this more, but I'm so caught up in this other thing. No, I'm more caught up in like what's so good about this and what's improved from an already season 1 that I thought was great. You know. Yeah. But yeah, guys, how are you feeling about it? Wow. This is so nice, you know. This is nice.
Yeah, it's really fun.
It's like Stranger Things 5 was not as good as the prior season.
No.
Wednesday season 2, which I definitely enjoyed more than you, was not as good as the prior season. And so that's what I'm coming off of, is like, all right, well, rewatched another show. Let's see how this goes. And I'm like, oh shit, this one's great. I'm really happy right now. I'm really happy that this is really good.
Yeah, between this and then Invincible coming up, I think we're in for a good season of TV.
Yeah, and Daredevil Born Again. There's a lot of good things happening right now. And The Boys as well.
And the freaking Boys, yeah.
So much happening. All right, guys, what'd you think about it? Keep a lookout for our reactions to episode 4 and beyond. We'll see you guys soon, Rejects.